Welcome to What the Flick. We're talking about Hotel Transylvania, where you can check it anytime you like, but you can never leave. Nah. I had to do it. I'm Christy. This is Alonso. This is Matt and Ben. The left side of the table has not seen this movie, so we're going to talk
amongst ourselves.
Yes, we're going to talk about Hotel Transylvania. This is what 3D animated from our friends at Sony
Pictures
Animation. There you go.
Yeah, directed by Genndy Tartakovsky, the guy behind Dexter's Laboratory and Samurai Jack and the original Clone Wars cartoons. It stars Adam Sandler as Dracula, who in this case is a very protective father of his young daughter Mavis, and he has built the Hotel Transylvania as a respite for monsters everywhere to kick back and relax and get away from those pesky, awful humans. Mavis turns 118 and she's ready to see the world. Dracula's not really down for that idea, but things get complicated when a human tourist accidentally finds the place. Check it out.
Welcome to Hotel Transylvania.
It's a place I built for all those monsters hiding from the persecution of humankind.
A place of relaxation and tranquility.
This movie is really, really cute, and there's almost too much stuff going on. Like it's really fast-paced, and there's constant monsters and really neat details in the background. And I almost wish they had slowed it down just a tiny tad, because there's enough going on that like, wait, I missed that. That was something funny.
But you know
what? The screen.
But kids watch cartoons over and over and over again on DVD. So I think there will be. It's a movie that will actually sort of reward repeat viewings. Because yeah, it's sort of like those old Mad Magazine comics where like there's the margins were crammed with little. Well, no, I mean like the '50s ones where like there were little tiny things going on, you know, in the margins. You had to kind of see if you were paying attention. I really enjoyed this movie. I kind of, believe me, I was not dying to see a reunion of the stars of That's My Boy.
I don't know what you're talking
Andy
about.
Samberg is the voice of the human tourist who falls in love with Mavis.
And then Kevin James is one of the voices
yes,
too.
Yes,
he's
like
the mummy, right?
The Sandler players are in effect. But you know what?
There.
I laughed a lot. This movie was co-written by Robert Smigel, aka Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. You know, I think in the same way that that having Noah Baumbach co-write Madagascar 3 made that movie so much better, having Smigel along, I think, really kind of punches up the gags. The story works. I mean, you know, we've seen this sort of like protective parent and kid who wants to see the world thing, you know, before, but. You know, I bought it, and it was really charming. Selena Gomez is the daughter. There's just a lot of really funny running gags. I love the whole thing about Dracula insisting, I never say blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's this whole world where, you know, human beings know that the monsters exist. Sort of.
But the monsters don't know that the humans know.
No, or the monsters don't know the humans maybe like them.
Right.
And I don't know, it has a few things to say about sort of, you know, prejudices or fear of the world or whatever, but it doesn't bludgeon you over the head with them. But it's really funny, and there's a lot of great sight gags. Clearly these guys love monster movies, and they, you know, everything from like, you know, talking skeletons and like, you know, seeing them naked, which they always are, you know, to like big gross, like there's like these floating brain aliens. I mean, just all kinds of different stuff. Right. It's very goofy and just bam, bam, bam. The pace is really quick.
Fast.
And the 3D, you know, like with most animated films, I think is used really effectively, and I had a great time.
Yeah, Frankenstein arrives at the hotel in pieces, like in different packages, and like here's his arm and here's his head. And
in styrofoam peanuts.
Yeah, and there's some cute stuff in here. I really liked all the stuff with Andy Samberg as the kind of idiot party boy.
Backpacking through Europe, yeah.
He adds a lot of humor to it, and he and Selena Gomez are cute together, and his whole purpose is he has to pretend to be somebody he's not to function there, and that's a cute little ruse. And I would say, for those of you guys who have kids out there, my son is 3, and we took him to see Finding Nemo in 3D, and the trailer for this movie scared the shit out of him.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and he was like,
because your son is a coward.
Isn't he though? Yeah, I know. My kid's such a wimp.
He's weak.
My child is insane. But he was psyched about Wreck-It Ralph. Like that looked good to him, so that was okay. And he liked the little Pixar, little cute movie beforehand. But Hotel Transylvania, because there's a thing that Dracula does where he's like, he's kind of nebbishy and kind of sweet, but then he goes like, ah! And that's a joke. It's very over the top. But when Nick saw it, he was like, ah! He was like, Mommy, don't want it, don't want want it. So I had to like take him out of the theater for a minute. He was scared. So 3 is too young.
You took your kid to see Oogie Loves. He's still traumatized.
That must be it. He has like PTSD still from Oogie Loves. So 3 is too young, I would say.
There's kind of this like, it's a really good year for like, I think, kids movies about horror. I mean, Paranorman was great. I really enjoyed Hotel Transylvania. I haven't seen Frankenweenie yet, but you know, I'm hoping.
Saturday?
Yes.
Although I can tell you, a lot of kids, even up to like 8 and 9 and 10, because Gabe and my stepson and his friends were really scared in Paranorman.
No, I get it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's scary for them
Zombies.
in Paranorman? Oh.
There's no. I mean, it obviously, the next thing I was going to say was I think parents have to sort of gauge how much their kids are into that sort of thing and how much they're going to like wet themselves and run out of the theater.
Yeah.
But if you think your kids, are going to dig Hotel Transylvania, you know, take them.
Sit with you.
And if you don't have kids and you're like a grown-ass man, you'll still have a good time with this movie. So you should go.
Do your number, please.
I give this an 8.8.
I gave it a 6.9 because it has some kind of predictable and familiar themes and storylines, but it's cute. It's clever enough and it's cute.
I think there's 7 people from SNL in it. Like it's a
Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg.
I think Molly
Shannon, David Spade, John Lovitz, Chris Parnell, and then if we're counting Robert Smigel,
Oh, yeah.
who voices something.
Oh, the TV Funhouse, right?
Oh yes, so our average is 7.8, but for some reason the vast majority of critics do not really love it.
No, it's split.
50
It's
to
50.
50%.
That's half and half.
Yeah.
Half the critics like it, half of them don't.
Half
And
of them are wrong.
Matt needs to explain math to me all the time. 50% means half. All right, thanks guys, have fun, bye-bye.